Let's see if we can get this started. Looks like I'm live now. Okay. Idiot of the day, Jeff here. Commit Don't Quit live stream. What we're gonna call it today is Play the Game. Anyways, hopefully this is working. Just hold on 2 seconds. You're gonna be quiet, dog, and we'll get this stream started. There we are. Good. It's working. So, how's everybody doing? It's nice to see you, Steve. Believe it the day. Hey, Jeffy. Hey, Steve. How are you? It's good to see you. I'm gonna keep the chat up here. It's so much easier if I put it on the screen. I'll figure out how to change the color variation later. But right now, I was able to get the chat up there, so it's a little easier. I'm not looking all over the place, and it doesn't populate a different way. Sorry about that. I was literally doing the laundry like about a second before I started this. Pun and more. Sebastian, how are you? It's good to see you. It's nice to see everybody. I do appreciate you coming. I really do. Thanks again. Much appreciated. Sorry about this. Anyways, how's everybody's day doing? I'm a little out of breath, as you can see. I'm a little winded today. We had a busy day around here today. Nice, the chat in the stream. Well, I wasn't too sure, what anybody thought of that. But I thought, I should add it. What I'd like to do is change the variation. You see how it's white or opal or whatever the color is right now, kind of grayish. I would like to figure out, later on today, I'll probably figure it out. I was doing it about half an hour before I did this. So anyways, that's why it's up there, and it is what it is. Now you don't have to look at that other portion of the kitchen anymore. Now if I could just keep adding things so the whole kitchen was blanked out, everything would be perfect. Oh gosh, I'm out of wind. Sorry about this, everybody. Love wins. Hello, I just stopped by to show my support and hit the like button. I love wins. I will check you later. Thank you so much, Love wins. I really appreciate Funko Preacher. Mark, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Steve, believe it. Any of the day, I just saw your post in the community tab. Looks like we don't get notifications about posts in the community tab. I missed you yesterday. Worked till late night. Oh, Steve, no worries, my friend. No worries. Hello, everybody. Love wins. Thanks so much. Yeah, you know what it is with OBS. I don't know if I can set the notification properly. And so what I've been doing is I go to the community tab. Now I'm going to Twitter as well, posting it there. That way I figure, one way or the other, anybody either on Twitter or in the community tab will see it. So hopefully that works out. Let me just see. Steve says, I like it. I mean, I like a view that set the live. Very cool. Bravo. Steve, thanks. So how's everybody's day doing? Steve, I don't know. You wouldn't have saw it last night. Eric from EVH Gear and TV. He can you hear me okay? What I've done is I've actually moved. Look at what I've done. There's the mic. Instead of having it on that like drop here, I thought it's a little too far. So what we've done is the blue snowball comes on with a little stand. You can elevate a little bit. But Joe says, why don't you put it right in front of you? That way you can maybe pick up the sound a little bit better than over on the side here. So I thought, probably a good idea. And that's what we did. Anyways, yeah, what I was going to say to everybody, Eric from EVH and Gear TV and that last night was on Pusa Studios. He did a great job in that. He at the end he played and stuff, but I think he was on 2.5 hours, something like that. He was on from about 20 after 7:30 till about 9:30, quarter to 10, something like that. But yeah, he did a great job. It was nice seeing him on there. Steve says, "Idiot of the day." Hear you well. Yeah, I saw the mustache was on Pusa Studio. Yeah, no, he did a good job. That's one nice stash. Hey, the funny thing is, the man actually shaved it a few months ago, and wow, you wouldn't believe what he looked like without it. And then it didn't take him long for that thing to come back. It was back within weeks, I think. Pure living for outdoors. I can hear you, great man. Good. Thanks. Oh my gosh, I hope we don't have another experience like yesterday. So yesterday, my wife had ordered a couple things off from Toys R Us for our son, something a Fortnite, and something he didn't know, a Rubik's Cube. he always plays with them. He didn't have a good Rubik's Cube. So my wife, she got him that. And what we did is we boxed, they were all boxed up. So she gave him the box last night of the Rubik's Cube. It was a tiny box. He's looking at it thinking, that's not what we ordered. He opens it and he goes, Mom, I think they messed up the order. I think they messed up the order. They sent me the wrong thing. And then he's like, and then she went in the other room, picked the other box up and brought his Fortnite stuff out, and then he was happy. She says, were you playing with me all the time, Mom? And she says, yeah. We just thought, it was cheaper when you order one thing. It was like $10 or $15 for shipping, but if you receive the two things, same price for the shipping, so we thought, just a few bucks, get him the Rubik's Cube. But in the meantime, yesterday afternoon, about 10-15 minutes before we ended, the courier service came and they knocked on the door, and it sounded like they were trying to come in. Literally, they knock on the door, open the door, knock on it, and then they drop the package and run. It's something like out of Ace Ventura. I figure they're probably kicking the box all the way here. So anyways, in the meantime, the dog, the whole show, she's been laying on the couch here, quiet as a mouse. But when the courier guy came, she went crazy. Art Morbid, Dromar family, a few people were here. Well, there was more than a few people. But I don't know if Art had his... Art Morbid, Frank from Art Morbid had his headphones on, but the mic picked the sound up. I listened to it later to hear what it sounded. It was pretty, the shriek was pretty much. But when, it must have scared the heck out of him. But anyways, she's here today, so if she does go off, you might hear, but hopefully she shouldn't. Let's see here. Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen, how are you? Good day, everybody. It's nice to see you. Priscilla Nilla, hey friend, how are you? It's good to see you, Priscilla Nilla. Thanks very much for coming, I appreciate it. Brooke Chaos, hey buddy, how are you? It's nice to see you. Nice to see you, awesome to see you guys again. It is good to see you. I'm so sorry I'm out of breath. I was literally running around here this morning, getting a few things cleaned up for my wife and all the, the goofy things that I try to get done before she gets home and stuff. So I was a little out of breath. I just finished 2 loads of laundry and I was upstairs and I'm just like, it's 1 minute to 2. I better run downstairs. So, anyways, it is what it is. Never played Fortnite. Either have I, Steve, and I won't. Our son, he's 11. Seems like the kids really like that. It seems to be. I want to say it's for kids, but I don't quite think it is. I think a lot of people are into it, but I mean, I'm not into video games. I'm, at this point in my life, I played them maybe in my teens and stuff, but that was many years ago. Country Cycle Cam, hey buddy, how are you? You know what? I still have to watch. Joe said that. I think it was on Facebook or one of them. I saw that you put the picture up of the vehicle and that. I haven't seen it yet, but Joe says we'll have to watch it. I'm going to have to take a look at it, my friend. And we'll have to take a look at it. Yeah. Grant McIntosh, hey, how are you? Thanks, Priscilla. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Give me 2 seconds. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to put the dog thing on her. That way, if anybody comes, knocks on the door, she's not going to go crazy, scare anybody. So, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, people are talking to everybody themselves anyways. So, I'll literally be, 1 second. I'm just going to get the dog collar here. I'll just be 2 seconds, so I'm not going anywhere. Let's see. Bark. This is what happens when we bark. Okay. Here we go. Bark to your heart's content. There we are. Okay, good enough. I just didn't want her to start barking like she did yesterday and scare anybody, so I just put the dog collar on her. She won't be doing that. Graham McIntosh, it's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Pure living for outdoors. I'm at work, so if I disappear, it's because boss walked in. No worries. You know what? I appreciate you coming, but yeah, don't worry about it at all. I appreciate you for dropping in. Okay, that'll be good. No worries. Raphael, oh my gosh, Raphael Scrapper. Hey, buddy, how are you? It's nice to see you. Get to work, Taylor. Oh gosh, I love it. Yes, Steve, thanks a lot. Welcome everybody. It's a pleasure having you here. Enjoying the live. Please consider leaving a big like. Oh no, I'm not reading that, Steve. Gosh. Anyways, like Steve says, most of it I won't read the one portion, but if you're new and if you do like the channel, there's a subscribe. If you consider subscribing, that's great. If not, no worries. But if you're new, there's a notification bell. If you hit it, tap it, lick it, smash it, whatever you want to do to it, you will get notified for lives and videos. And half of that, I have to give credit where credit's due, and that's from Nomadic Bike, half of that. So the part about doing certain things to the notification bell, but I always say it because I love it. But it is his line. I've always said to him, you know what, that little notification bell, there should be a little picture of his face to say hit it, lick it, or smash it. But anyways, Grant says not much, another rainy day. Yeah, I don't know. It's, you know what, it started snowing here this morning and just overcast. It was minus 10 this morning, and I think it felt like about minus 15, so it was a little chilly. But I mean, I guess it's the middle of January. Country Cycle Camp says, yeah, I released the first time with the truck earlier. The video went public this morning instead of waiting for a second pass on this morning's stream video. Ah, okay. Pure Living for Outdoor says, lovely, thank you. I'm ready for bee season. You know, I got a question. Is there a certain time of the year? I have absolutely no idea. Not a clue. So is it this time of year, like kind of mid-winter or the beginning of the winter, I guess? Raphael Scrapper says, thanks, Jeff. I'm cool, relaxing at my workshop. Good. Let me just see. The only thing with broadcast minus 15, geez. You know what? When I say minus 15, it was like minus 10. But then if you add the wind chill, you know, I mean, it's only a certain temperature. But when you add the wind into it, it feels like minus 15. It's not actually minus 15, which is it's darn cold. But yeah, minus 15 gets a little chilly, and I'm not really too fond of it. Let's see here. What do we have? That's working okay. There we are. And I'm just checking a few things to make sure everything's running. Seems to be. So I've been trying to update this like OBS. I got the OBS with this, and with YouTube I run it that way. Seems to be working fine. But I thought, you know what? There's so many extra features with there's Streamlabs and there's Stream Elements. Well, Streamlabs I had an issue with. So I went with Stream Elements, installed it, and they had these overlays. I learned that all from Bob from Gill Skills. So I went in and installed them, got everything in OBS. The only problem is when you install Stream Elements, it updates OBS to something called OBS Live, and the OBS Live, I'll tell you, it's not that I don't like it, but it bogs the system down. It for some reason everything in the CPU is like non-existent. You can't click on anything. It takes like 5-10 minutes to go from one site to another or do anything. When you put an overlay in, it's like takes forever. So I thought, you know, I can't do that. Nothing's running properly, so I had to uninstall it and just go this way. I don't quite think any of the overlays are in the cards for me, unfortunately. I would love to do it, but I don't know if it's just the computer or what it is. But there might be another way around it. I don't think I can do it just through OBS. And if there was, that's the way I'd do it. Pure Living for Outdoors. Too cold for bees right now. They're in the hives and you can't open them. Ah, okay. Steve Believe Guitar. We're having a few weird warm days here in Italy, like 15 Celsius. Wow. I don't know. I mean, last week it was in the plus, and I mean, it's just in the minus this week, so it's not so bad. And it's not really that cold. It's usually like in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning you get that cold spell. And then, I mean, right now it could be plus right now or like -5 or somewhere. It could have been reduced drastically, but I'm not sure exactly. Not sure at all. So, you know, and I called it Play the Game. It doesn't mean a thing, anybody. This is like, sometimes things mean stuff when you put things up as names for shows and stuff. But literally, I was listening to some Queen and I thought, you know what, Play the Game. It was one of the songs on the Game album by Queen, and I was listening to that. I thought, Play the Game. There it is. So it means nothing. It's just a name for the show today. That's all. What was I going to say here? So, you know, and I was looking at anybody want to chime in, ask questions at all, or talk about anything they're doing. Go ahead, please. I was looking at analytics and stuff this morning. You know, just to see, you know, you look about your watch time, you look at about other things, how things are doing on the, on the channel and stuff. And so anyways, I was looking through analytics. I don't look at them every day or every week at all. I look at them maybe once a month. And I mean, I know some people can do certain things, change things, but I'm happy with the way things are going. But anyways, the analytics, when I first started, you know, it tells you the demographics and stuff, where people are watching from, how long they're watching, how they're watching, like if they're watching come from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media, or how they're watching it. If it's because of YouTube, not advertising, but promoting you, like showing your videos more. So, anyways, at the beginning, pretty much it was almost 99.9% male. That was it. I've seen it change a little bit. Then it went to like 80. I think it was like 88 or 87% or 89% male and like 11 or 10 point something percent female. I thought, oh wow, look at that, it's changing. Anyways, I looked up analytics today, and it was like this is where I couldn't believe it. I thought, what? You got to be joking. So, anyways, it said female. My average demographic of watching any videos or lives or anything are female, which I thought, what? So it says 64 point whatever percent female and 36% male. I thought, no, that can't be right. But anyways, it says what it is. And I don't know if, analytics are all correct or what it is. I mean, they could be all over the place. I don't know. But I was just kind of shocked by that. I said to my wife, why is that the case? And I mean, that's great. I love it. I never in a million years would have thought that, just because at the beginning was pretty much 100% male subscribers and that. But let's see here. Just something I'm just talking about. It doesn't mean anything. I was just bringing it up. But Chaos says, well, I try to focus on the entertainment than the stats. Yeah, so do I. I don't, like I was saying, I don't look at them because, let's put it this way. I thought it was kind of funny because I thought that's pretty humorous. That's all I was trying to say. But I don't really look at them either because you see how the channel is. It's pretty much like a live like this every day. And then we put videos out, kind of like family videos and stuff that we put together on the weekend. So it's for fun, and I mean, I'm enjoying it. So here we are. Steve Leaf says, laugh at live. People watch like 20 seconds of my videos. It doesn't matter what kind of videos I make. Just 20 seconds. Even though I make a 50-second video, people just click away. Well, I'm sure there are ones that watch the whole thing, but you're right. I imagine like a good majority, and you want to say unfortunately, but people are. I guess people are busy and stuff. I don't have an answer for it, Steve. But Modern Day Tech. Hey, Eric, how are you? It's good to see you. I like that little tracker that at not the convention, but where you were in that. I thought that was pretty incredible how small it was and stuff like that. But that was pretty interesting. Purchase Marie, how are you? It's nice to see you. It's good to see you. Country Cycle Camp says, Jeff, can't stay on. Have a good one, buddy. Yeah, you too. No worries. I'm literally, you know what? We're about 20 minutes in. So it's just a Thursday. You know what? It's a busy day today. Not on here, but it's a busy day everywhere else. So, I understand, people here or not here. No worries. But I do appreciate each and every one of you come. Thanks again. I do appreciate it. So how's everybody doing? Anybody have anything exciting going on the next couple days or for the weekend? My daughter called first thing this morning about 6 o'clock. She says, Dad, can you sign me out of school for the day? And I said, why? She says, I'm not feeling good. She's in the midst of exams are coming up in about the very end of January, beginning of February, because I think they switched their second semester over, so all the classes they're in, they write all the exams and they finish up and they switch over at the beginning of February to the new classes, the next 4 classes she takes. So they've been kind of busy. It's funny, they just after Christmas, the 4 courses she's in, they all put out, you've got these big projects to do. So she's had 4 big projects and she's studying for the exams, just like every other kid, no different than any other kid. But I think she's just burning the candle at both ends and stuff. So she's been up a little too late and stuff. And I think she's a little under the weather. And anyways, so I don't quite think everybody else is okay with, I don't usually say, oh yeah, kids stay home. But when they're not feeling good and stuff, whoops. Hey, Marie, I've got little notes. I'm joking. But, what was I trying to say? I'm totally fine with her staying home. Funko Preachers. Nothing really going on except for my live stream tonight. What time's your live stream, Funko Preacher? Are you in the same time zone? I would imagine. I don't know exactly where everybody's located. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada, so right now it's about 20 after 2. But I don't know if it's the same time for you or what. Mark from Funko Preacher. Brookcast. Well, I'm stuck with some housework, so I'm gonna be late uploading, but everything else I'm gonna spend time with family. Well, you know what? That's exactly what we'll do. To be honest, that's what we do every weekend. It's family stuff here. The odd once in a while, Joe and I, my wife Joe and I, will have things to do, but mostly it's we spend it all the time with the family. This weekend, the daughter, with exams and stuff, she's usually, and that's another thing. Usually on the weekend, we spend the weekend running around with my daughter or son, taking my daughter from one end of the city to the other. Her friends are all over the city, so usually they're like half an hour away, and they want sleepovers, or she wants kids coming over. And usually, if the kids are coming over, we either have to go pick them up or take them home. So it's just the way it is. But Raphael Scrapper says, I have visited eye doctor tomorrow and looking forward to repairing my eyes. Just hope I can afford it. Oh gosh, do you have, Raphael Scrapper, do you have cataracts or anything? It's none of my business. I'm just wondering, you're saying about something for your eyes, unfortunately. So no, I'll tell you what it is, Marie. It's not really a list. You know what? When we made our other video earlier on in the week, I couldn't remember what some of the things were. One of the things in the video was memory, trees, circle of life, and I think I have... It's really nothing. It's just garbage written down. And then I have some passwords written down on a paper. And my coffee... I leave my coffee on one of the pieces of paper. Anyways, like everybody needs to know that. But that's what I have there. Oh, not your average Jojo. Joe, it's good to see you, sweetheart. I'm going down with the ship. If Bob was here, he'd be screaming out pizza right now. But yeah, no. I was just telling everybody, what's happening, and just before I came on, Joe, I was doing the laundry. I was folding the laundry, putting the first one away. So I was upstairs running around, getting a few things done. Literally, I realized it's like a minute to 2, so I had to run downstairs. So been trying to catch my breath for the last 25 minutes or whatever. Marie's saying Joey waved the list at us. Yeah, such a big list. Oh well. So does it sound better? We've got the microphone instead of on the stand here. We've now got it just like this is what it looks like. Literally, that's it right there. But anyways, it's on like a little stand. You can elevate it a little bit, but Joe thought it would sound better like this. But anyways, it's in a better location than the previous one. Six Hand Spice, hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Joe, Six Hand Spice, they've had a couple of videos up. And you know what? I think, was it down at Disney and stuff? I was saying how a few years ago, we took the kids and stuff to Disney, and we had went to... the one thing, our son, he always loved Star Wars, so there's a thing for Star Wars, but I'm going to have to show you in that, I'm going to have to show you. Raphael Scrapper says, I don't know what I have. I know I can't see, I suppose. Well, I hope they're able to fix it for you, Raphael Scrapper, I really do. Oh, the attack of the laundry, yes. My wife will attest to this. I'm a big person that, a lot of people don't like it doing it. I don't mind it. It's simple. I grab it, I throw it, turn the washing machine on, throw some soap in, a couple minutes later throw the clothes in. It's good for about half an hour. Take it out, throw it in the dryer. An hour later, take it out, put the next load in. It's good to go. So I actually like doing it. My wife thinks I'm kind of a, not a neat freak, but I'm a, whatever you call it. I like things done a certain way, but anyways, it is what it is. Yes, yes, I have some Disney videos. All right, you know what? We went to Disney. When was it, Joe? Like 5-6 years ago? But was it 2013? I think we went while my dad was still alive. It was a couple years before he passed away, and my mom and dad were going down. They were down in Florida for a month, and they said, well, while we're there, do you want to come down? And we thought, what, that'd be great. We'll make a family trip of it. So we went down. We had a great time. It was one of the it was the last time we really all did stuff together, so it was kind of nice. Sounds great. Thanks, Marie. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. Oh, Karen Summers. Hey, Karen. How are you? It's nice to see you. Karen, what time is it there? Is it quite late there? I hope not. If it is, I apologize. Sorry in the middle. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. You know what? Thank you very much, everybody. I really do appreciate you coming by. I really do. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Oh, Joe, you had training to do today, did you? I didn't. I know I talked to you around lunchtime, but you didn't say anything about that. I just figured you were busy in that, so I thought you were busy. Oh yes. Karen's asking the Pritchards if they're going live. That's right. Marie, are you and Martin going live today? I know you usually go 9 p.m. UK time, which would be what, about an hour and a half, which would be 4 o'clock here, but 9 p.m. in the UK. But I mean, you don't have to tell us. Karen was just asking, so I was just curious as well. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Marie, understand. I will not bring it up again. I understand completely. I understand completely. Yes, Joe, I see you have the chat up on the screen. Looks good. Well, you know, we did it before and I didn't like it, but I went and redid it, and then I followed the instructions, directions exactly. I decided the only thing now I want is to change the color and maybe the variation of the fonts and stuff. If I can do that, even if I can make it transparent and like black in the background, maybe darker like reds or yellows or green colors and stuff for the writing for each individual, for each channel, that's what I want to do. Then this will be exactly the way I want it, at least for the time being. I was joking, saying at the beginning, Joe, that I put the chat and it doesn't take almost a quarter of the screen on this side of the screen. So I made a joke, said, you know what, now if I could just keep adding things to the background, the only thing you could see is this mug right here, and the rest of the kitchen would be gone. So maybe I can put like pictures like right at the top there. Sorry about that, my ugly finger. I could add things and then just keep adding them until we're to the bottom of the couch. And the only thing you'll see is this round, ugly mug here. But we'll see what happens with that. And I see what you can see. Yes. Oh my gosh, Pond and More, Sebastian, it's good to see you, buddy. It's nice to see you. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. Oh, Fitz, hey, buddy. Fitz of Biggs, hey, what's up? Well, you know what? I'm dying a slow one, Fitz, today. No, actually, it's pretty good. It's Thursday, so I can't complain. You know what? I said to my wife, I said, one more sleep, and it's the weekend. And she said, yeah, tomorrow Ethan's off, so he'll be home with me tomorrow while we're doing this, unless we go and I take him somewhere tomorrow to do something for the day. I don't know, but if we did, I'd just post something to say we. As of yet, I think we're gonna go live again tomorrow. But for some reason, he's off tomorrow. If we've planned something, I'll just put it up. Say there wouldn't be one tomorrow. That's all. But as of right now, there is. But like I said, I'll just post it if not. Purchase. You look very professional now. Oh, geez, Maria, I wish I was. I wish I was. But no, what I was saying at the beginning, I've used OBS like this, and I really like it. But what I would like to do is I'd like to do those overlays, like where you have images in the background and stuff. The only thing is, the only way to do it that I can figure is through OBS Live with Stream Elements or Streamlabs. And unfortunately, when I use them with this computer, it locks everything up. It's like it uses too much resources or something. It's a resource hog, and it almost shuts everything down. It takes like 5 minutes in between everything. So I don't think it's possible at this point, but we'll see. I still like. There's a few people I'd like to talk to more about it. I just haven't had the chance, unfortunately. So, but once I do, maybe they can answer a few more questions for me. Sorry, in the middle says the chat looks good up there. Good. I was afraid that maybe it looked like it was too much, like just, and you know, this is no disrespect. The running ticker tape at the top. I'm just thanking everybody for being part of our family now. And you know, the channel's called Idiot of the Day. I'm not making fun of anybody or calling anybody an idiot. Just one time, a long time ago when we first started, this fella from Airstream Azza Dreams, one of the channels that right from the beginning of that, he made a joke. He says he used to come in every day to the stream, and the first thing he put in the chat is, "How's my idiot family doing?" Everybody would get a good laugh, and I mean, I think everybody here by now knows, you know, it's not calling anybody that or disrespecting a soul, but anyways, that's what he said. So I always thought that was funny. I thought if I ever made anything up, I'd say something, be part of the idiot family or something. That's all. But yeah, I just put that up there, and then, you know, I don't know why, because there is a subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner. But somebody always, I read a lot of times, it's good to even put it there. Like, not for everybody here, but like for new people as they're coming in, that it's better if they can see stuff. So it's like a visual. I guess visuals, people tend to react more to visuals. So anyways, that's all it is. I don't really know why I'm telling you. I'm sure everyone knows all this anyways. You don't need to hear me telling you. Let's see here. Oh no, I can't, I don't think I can, I can't change the chat that way, can I? Let me see if I can change it here. Let's see here. Oh, the purchase, you could just wheel in the background. Yes, that would actually be kind of humorous. Yes, Joe, there's a nice picture. Joe's mom painted the picture years ago, so she has that up over there. 6 Hand Spice, Mount Everest, there's something in the back. Yes. You know what, I always made a joke, if I ever could get those overlays, I'd have like myself, I'd have a video or something jumping out of like an airplane or something, and somebody like diving out of an airplane or something. So the whole thing would be like me, and it would be pretty much me jumping out of an airplane. Or the two options was, I said to Joe, either jumping out of an airplane, like skydiving, or the second option, swimming with sharks. I love any documentary, anything you can ever see on sharks. I remember years ago being in Australia, being in the water, and not that far away, there were sharks in the water. And to this day, I cringe thinking about it. But needless to say, sharks and diving, my two fears of life. So that's what I would have as overlay. Let me just run through the chat here quick. If you do a hangout, I would love to be on it. Yes, Maria, I love that too. You know what? I've only done a hangout ever once or twice, and it was with Bob from Gill Skills. And I never did it again. Joe always said that I should. And you know what? It's like Bob always said, if you're going to do hangouts, start them with people you know. And you know what? I know most of you now. So I definitely would. Because that way, you know what? You want to make sure when you're doing hangouts, it's someone that's not going to come on and go boom and wreck everything you've ever done. And you know what? I know the people that wouldn't do that. I know everybody here wouldn't. But you know, you don't want to have somebody that just pops in the chat for the first time and goes, oh yeah, I want to be on your chat, and then boom, everything's done in 2 seconds. But no, that, Marie, you know what, maybe I should try that someday. I've never, you know what, maybe in another week or so, I don't know if you'd be up for that, Marie. I think I'd be up for that in like a week or two. But you can say yes or no. It's up to you. But if you would, that would be great. Maybe I will do this in a week or so. I think that'd be kind of fun. I do. Let's see here. Where are we? Steve, putting kids to bed. No worries, Steve. No worries. We'll see in a tiny bit. Okay. Yes. Gil goes, hey, Bob. How are you? Hey, there, Jeff. Great OBS setup you have there. Well, Bob, all I've done is just add the chat. And I kind of like it. At the time, I tried it before, and I hadn't set it up properly, and I didn't know what I thought of it. This time, I kind of like the way it's on the side here. It takes about a quarter of the screen, but I don't mind it. The only thing I want to do now with the chat is switch it up, like the color. So instead of having that like kind of white, off-white color and stuff, I'd like to make it like maybe black in the background, and then make each channel's name different colors, like red, green, yellow, whatever, just to kind of brighten it up. Make it just kind of a different visual. So because if I offset the white with something else, it'll improve it a bit better. And I was saying how I would love to do the OBS Live. I installed that, and with the overlays were installed. But when you put Stream Elements with OBS Live, the OBS Live, I think it's OBS Live, because after I installed OBS Live, everything locked up. It took me like 5 minutes to move between anything and even load another page. So I had to uninstall it. The overlays are great, and it's not Stream Elements, it's OBS Live that I had an issue with, so I had to uninstall it because I couldn't get it to work. The ocean is scary beautiful. Yes, it is. It certainly is. If it's a bakes, get a spoonful of water and taste it. If it's salty there, and sharks are in the water. Oh gosh, yes. Great. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm just reading a few things. Okay, good, Marie. So what I'll do is I'll send you a how about this? In the next day or two, sometime on the weekend, I'll send you a message or something if that's okay, and I'll test Google Hangouts and stuff once I get a little bit more familiar with it, and then either in a week or two, if you're good with that, that'd be great. But I'll message you, Marie, if that's okay with you. But let's see. Brook Chaos, this community has been awesome. Love you guys. Brook Chaos, it certainly is. You know, there's a great bunch of people. I like it. I feel comfortable, and you know, everybody in here. I do with most of the chats, but I find it a nice, relaxed atmosphere, and everybody that comes in, we don't have any issues. Most of the chats that I'm on, you know, there's chats that I have been on, but those chats are not really people that I know in the first place. They might have been chats that I went on 2 months ago or something, but I didn't know the people in the first place, and then the people on chat I didn't know as well. So you know, then it makes a difference. But no, I like I love the chats and the lives and that, because most of the people in here are people that I see in other chats, like you know, we see them on Gil Skills, on our Recycle Dudes, a lot of the other streams, Michael Fire Jr.'s. I'm just trying to say names that, you know what, I've seen a lot of the people here on and stuff. So that's I like that. Tabby Smith, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. I can make that. Oh, hey Martin, how are you, buddy? It's nice to see you. It is nice to see you, my friend. It is good to see you. I see Marie must have had you busy at hand. She put up a video a little while ago, and it was not a flat, but must have been something you've been updating, it almost looked like an apartment and stuff. Did a great job. You did a nice job, my friend. You really did. Yes, Marie, that would be good. Yes, Jeff, we can set up a hangout just between us to test it. Yeah, that's probably best. May Fundador, hey, how are you, May? But yes, Marie, that's probably the best, because you know, you don't have to be live to use Google Hangout. You can do it on here, on your phone or whatever, and we could just test to make sure it works. And if you're good and I'm good, then sounds good to me. But yeah, that's probably the best, Marie. That probably is the best. I mean, I could talk to you and Martin stuff. That'd be fantastic. That would be good. Fitz a Bake says, I gotta go strain some stuff in the warehouse before I get going. Okay, yeah, Fitz, have a good one, my friend. Have a good one. Sleeping Artist ASMR, hello, how are you? Gilskis, would love to have you on the panel tonight if you have time, Jeff and Jojo. Well, Bob, if Joe still in the chat? Joe, what do you think? I'm good with it. Joe, are you? I can't see why Joe wouldn't be. Just let us know when you want it to, Bob. And Joe, are you good with it? I'm pretty sure Joe's in the chat, so she can definitely answer too. Where are we? The only thing I can't do with the live chat on OBS here, you can't. I can't move it like you can, like through YouTube and stuff like that. You can run the chat if you have the pop-up chat running from YouTube on the side. You can move the chat up and down, but the minute you put in OBS like that, you have to read technically exactly what pops up. There's no moving up and down for this. That's the only thing. But I'm okay with it. If need be, you can always go back into YouTube itself, into the dashboard, open it up that way, and you can screen through the chat. But on the live like this, you can't actually move it. Watching from work. Oh, May, that's amazing. I hope you're doing good, May. I haven't talked to you in a bit, and that's more on my fault, May, so I apologize. Oh, yes, Joe. Joe's saying, Marie, at the purchase, that is a great idea. Then I can chat with you too. Yes, that would be amazing. So, you know what? That's a great idea. That would be good, because that way, you know, Marie can see you too, Joe, and that's perfect. But we'll have to set that up for sure. Yes, and Marie saying, Joe, it would be a good trial and reckon. We'd do it on. We'd be on for hours just testing this stream. Oh gosh, yes, Marie. Okay, so Gil Skills, Bob saying anytime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. is fine, Jeff. Okay, so Joe, what do you think? Of course, Gil Skills. Okay, great. Well, the only thing, Bob, I picked Joe up at 5 By the time we get home, Joe, do we have anything tonight specific before we head home? But we'll be on either by 7 or just a tiny bit after, Bob. But we should be on either exactly at 7 or maybe a few minutes after. But we'll be there for sure by just either 7 or just a couple minutes after, right, Joe? Karen Summer says, I did a Google Hangouts once offline and we were on for hours. So much fun. Yes, I've used it a couple times. I mean, I've talked to some friends on here, and I've talked to somebody else for some technical assistance using it, and it's great. It really is. I really like it. The only thing we'd ever used previously was Skype. I like Skype, but the only problem with Skype is it doesn't seem to be as consistent. Google Hangouts the stability seems to be there better. Skype, for some reason, is all over the place. Unless you have the paid service, Skype seems to be, it's so sporadic, and I guess it is what it is. But the Google Hangouts, it seems to be, it's a lot more consistent. Especially, I mean, I've talked to a couple of people, even on Facebook Messenger. I've talked to a couple of people. I'd never used the Facebook Messenger for video, and we talked. I think we talked for like almost an hour one time, and it went well. We were talking about setting a few things up a while ago, and everything worked out perfect. But it was great. It's so nice to be able to get on this. Especially if somebody's overseas, you don't have to worry about the phone bill at the end of the month. Being hundreds of dollars and stuff. It's all included in pretty much your internet. Let's see here. Sorry about this. Let me just run through this here. Let me read through this. I think I've. It's strange. Oh, May, are you taking off? Sorry, May. You take care. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, Bob. It is fun to get on there with you. What I like is, I'm good by myself some days. Just like everybody has good days and bad days. But when I have my significant other, Joe, with me, I'm at ease, and she settles me down. So if I'm having, everybody has their days where, they get a little worked up about things, and I'm even as an adult, I'm like a kid. I get worked up about things. But when my wife's here with me, it doesn't seem to be there. I seem to be loose at hand when she's with me, which is good. Okay, May you take care. Okay, thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. I really do. Joe, Martin's here. I can make that as Martin Joe, and he's saying hi to you if you see Martin in the chat. Okay, take care, May. It was good to have you here. Thank you very much. Six Hands Spice. Do people still use Skype? I know once in a while my wife and that does with her mom, because her mom has used Skype before, and not just her. I have a friend that lives down in Florida, and I was good friends with him 28 years ago, and then I'd seen him over the years, and then we lost contact. I was really good friends with him for about 12 or 13 years, and then after that, back in the early 2000s, I lost contact with him, and then last year I came across him. I don't know how we came across each other, and he sent me a message. I sent him a message back, and he says, "Do you have Skype?" He was at work, and literally I talked to him for an hour through Skype. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get a hold of him in about 6 months, but we use Skype for that, but I guess it just depends who you're going to be talking to. Oh, Brooke Chaos, that is amazing. That is amazing. Dr. Fish, hit that like. Hope you well. Thanks, Dr. Fish. I much appreciate it. Dr. Fish is in the house. Oh, gosh, I love it. Yes, Marie, I couldn't. Yes, you know what? I understand completely, Marie. And you know what? Some days, let's put it this way. Once I get going and things are rolling, I can move through this no problem. I can do it by myself. But other days, you're having. It could just be something where even before you got on, it's a day where it's like, geez, how am I going to do this? And in the back of your head, you're like, is this done yet? But that's few and far between. Those are just, those are days that everybody's just having an off day. And, I'm sure everybody's experienced that. But you're right. My best days are with my wife. And when Joe's with me, if every day on this could be Sunday when we do the Jeff and JoJo show when Joe comes on with me. That'd be fantastic, but I mean, we can't do that during the day. But and then at night, you know, just like anybody that's worked the whole day, they're tired, and you know, they got things with the family and stuff like that. She's tired, and she does a lot. You know, people always joke and say, Joe, when are you going to do a channel? She already does this one. So I just don't think people know that. Like, she works, up until recently, she's been the one that's edited absolutely every video, done the music, done everything for us. I might film them, but she put everything together. Then the last two, the first one, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to sit there and say the first one I did some of it, but I did with the help of my wife. So that first one at Christmas, I sat with her. She pretty much told me exactly what to do. So that was with my wife. The last one we put up this week, well, I still need a little bit of assistance, but I think Joe can say that I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit better. And Marie, you know, the list, have a list completely for that. So that way I stay on course. So we're working that way, and I think I'm getting better with the videos now. The only thing is the music portion, doing the looping. I can't figure that out. I thought I could, but cutting out, because there's a certain part on the videos where I was talking halfway through, and Joe says, we're going to take that out, just keep playing the music. I said, perfect. We looked for some music, and we found a couple, but she says, how about we just play the one? I said, yeah, we'll just loop it. She said, perfect. But in that middle part, we had to reduce the audio and then connect it together, loop it together. So she did all that. So that's Joe. That was 1 billion times % Joe. But the video, I'm starting to do just because I want to learn how to do it. And like she said, she'd never used this software before. She would use a previous one in the editing, and she so it's taking a little bit for her to get used to it too. But I like it. I still need to ask a few questions, just like I imagine anybody does when they're doing something. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. So, but I'm still getting assistance from my wife with it. But I'd say, Joe, I did about 70-75% myself for the video, and then you helped me do the tweaking of other stuff, but you did the audio 100%. Oh, Bunko Preacher, you take care. I'm seeing in the chat that you're having to take off. So let me see here. I think I lost some of the chat. That's the problem. Like I said, with the chat on the screen, I can't run through it, so I can't actually roll it back. Holster Fishing, hey, how you doing? Godson Kelvin, hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Yes, and Joe says she'll be doing a video in the next few weeks. Oh, yes, and Martin says he edits all of Marie's vlogs. I love it, Martin. Well, you know what? I started, Martin, I can't say that I'm no expert at it, but I like it. It just, there's a lot of work, you know. You see them put together, and you're like, oh my gosh, like they just put a video up. But I'm sure anybody on here, everybody on here will attest to it. It's not quite that simple. It takes hours to put it together and stuff. Especially because you take all these videos, and then you have to edit everything down. Sometimes the videos are like 2 minutes or a minute and a half each, and then you get like 10 or 12 different videos, and you're putting them all together, and you have to cut them down to like 20 or 30 seconds in each clip or something to get like a 7 or 8 minute video. But I've learned how to do that now. It's just, I still need Joe's awesomeness for it. Oh gosh, what's up? No video yet, Godson Kelvin, but if truth be known, all the videos that we've done up to pretty much the last 2 have been my wife. So that's I'm going to say that for sure. Let's see here. Here we are. We're all cut up now on the chat here. Let's see. You did 75. Yes, Joe, I did. But you know, Joe is pretty good with her. I unfortunately, I'm not gonna lie. I'm you know, if I'm almost like a kid sometimes. If I'm not getting it, I get kind of frustrated. Just, you know, even as an adult, I want to say, when you grow up, everything's going to be great, and you're not going to have any worries. But I say sometimes I think even as an adult, they're sometimes even worse than being a child. Sometimes. Karen, I love it. I can make that. I must make a clip about it. Oh gosh. Oh well, you know, but Maria, it doesn't matter. I love what Martin's saying. I just love it. I think it's absolutely hilarious, and I can actually hear, the best thing about it, Maria, I can hear him saying it in my head right now. So that's what I love the best. Six Sense Play, some videos you can't tell how much editing went into it. Yes, exactly. It's funny, you know, you hear people and you think, no, there's no possible way. But really, it really is. Like the beginning of some things, sometimes like you've got a couple-minute video and like all you really need is like, you know, 20 or 30 seconds of it. That's really what you need, and you have to figure what part you need to cut out, and the middle maybe, or that we found like cutting the certain part of the middle out, and then the ending of the certain part of the video was great. Put it together and then keep going. But yeah, you never know. And you know, the great thing is when you can't tell when you're watching somebody's video. That's the best part. Yes, very true, Karen. You're right. I can make that says it's really to edit when you're good at videoing. Oh gosh, Martin, I love it. Yes, oh yes, it's easy. Yes, you know what? Now that we have this editing program, and I think Bob from Gill Skills was talking about it, and that's the one we went with, was Filmora, just because for us it was reasonably priced, and you know, it has a lot of features that that are great putting things together. Because some of these editing programs are great, but some of them you have to do absolutely every single thing, and it gets so complicated. At least that's what my wife says. She says getting some of the other editing programs, there's a few of them that are absolutely too detailed for explanation. She says so having some of the editing programs, they get the features that are, it's not that you're not doing it, but having some features that the actual program does for you is a lot easier, she says. And oh, Super Mumko, how are you? It's nice to see you. Karen Summers says, I like to do little tricks like putting on the clothes in a whoosh. Oh gosh. Purchase Marie says, editing is my favorite part with Martin's supervision. Obviously. Oh yes, obviously. Yes. I'd see him with one of those little like berets on, sitting in a chair like this, you know, like the director's chair. Now Marie, I love it. Yes, and Martin says, I can make that, says, I do like to make it seamless. Yes, I can imagine. I love that. Super Mom Go, thank you so much. Gil Skills Bob saying, editing is fun but time consuming. Oh my gosh, is it ever? Is it ever? I watched Moose Scrapper's video today, Bob, and he was old phone, not chips, but boards and stuff. You know, like the computer chips and stuff in the hard drives and stuff like that on the motherboard. When you take out all those green little I can't think of the word. Anyways, he's putting a video up together, and I thought, you know what, it's funny. Usually, like at nighttime, the night before recycling or garbage day and stuff, if you're driving around the neighborhood, you see everybody's put their garbage out the night before, early in the morning, and you go by and you see stuff in the blue bins, we call them here. That just means the recycling and stuff. So you're looking, you see, you know, all the stuff people throw, and you know, so often do I see those kind of like the motherboard things and stuff just laying in there. I mean, who knows, they're probably not great if they've been laying in there overnight, but I said, oh man, wouldn't that be fun to grab some of that stuff. And I put in his video, I said, not that I would know what to do with it, but it'd be kind of fun to watch some of the videos and see how you go through things. Yes, Karen Summers says, it takes several hours to set up a clip that's only 5 minutes. Exactly. I mean, I forget how many hours it was just to get, like, I think it was like six and a half or 7 minutes. I thought, this is crazy. But so I can't imagine people that are putting things together like hours long. It's craziness. Yes, Jojo says, you're not your average. Jojo says, there's no way I would have been able to teach him Hit Films Express. That was too much detail. Yes, no. I remember that, Joe. You took forever, like, on everything you did with Hit Films. It took you probably 2 or 3 times as long to do it with that as it does with Filmora, like you said. Purchase says, I had to cut 50 minutes of New Year's footage down to 10 minutes as Martin was swearing too much. Oh, gosh. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. You hear that, everybody? I keep saying it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I say it 3 times. It's like Bewitched or something. Keg always magically appears. I'm just teasing. But he always jokes and says, it's funny. You know what? You say that and I'm here. But, oh gosh, Karen Summers says to Marie, the Purges would have loved to seen that. Wouldn't you? Oh my gosh. Marie, it's too bad you didn't have like outtakes, like making outtakes of Martin swearing all the way through the video. You'd have to have like a special channel or something. It would be awesome. Yes, Karen, that's right. Bloopers, clips.